You have no fitness, no road tax, no insurance. Can you come and park the vehicle here?
Madam, the day is just getting started. Let's not make it difficult for each other.
This is a public vehicle. It has to have all the necessary documentation, so should you. Hey, where do you think you're going? The police station is there.
I have kidnapped you. The hunter has been...
No.
Wakamba, I don't know what kind of games you're playing, but whatever it is, it's fucking dangerous. Do you know how much trouble you're putting me in?
Do you have an issue with loyalty? Or maybe you're not worth my trust.
We have kidnapped an officer of the law who was on duty.
Thank you, but you're all dead. You just don't know it yet.
I'm not part of this scheme.
You trust cops?
You're not starting war with the police service.
Today, we've got a very hectic day.
I want you to swear to me. If I help you out of here, are you going to cover me up when your fellow police officers come to arrest us?
I promise you, Chile. Look, this maniac kidnapped us, but we're just trying to find a way out.
Did you know that there's one officer in your department who's got a secret pact with Dega?
Fuck.
What?
We are framed for the things that we have no knowledge about.
Okay, Chile. Calm down. I will get us out of this, okay?
By what means?
Fasten your seatbelt. We are about to go for a rough ride.
Looks like we underestimated Kanji. Game over, Kanji! You have now reached your checkmate!
No, Mom. We are just getting started.
Don't be too big for your boots, lady. No man can kill me with my own gun.
Fortunately for me, I am a woman. Good evening and welcome to ICU TV menus. Let's take a look at top stories making headlines. President Hichilema to auction over 3,000 quality bulls at Choma farm. Dr. Musokotwane calls for AfDB to champion African-led solutions. Lusaka court sentences former Unzasu president to 8 months. In international news, Trump's crypto push raises conflict of interest alarms. In sports news, Copper Queens to open WAFCON 2025 against hosts Morocco. Presenting the news, I am Yamba Margaret. And now the news in details. President Hichilema to auction over 3,000 quality bulls at Choma farm. President Hakainde Hichilema is set to auction over 3,000 high-quality bulls at his Choma farm on Sunday, June 1st, 2025, aiming to bolster Zambia's livestock sector. With each bull priced at a competitive price below the typical market rate, the auction is anticipated to generate approximately 90 million kwacha. The initiative underscores the president's commitment to enhancing cattle breeding and beef quality across the nation. As a seasoned rancher and crop farmer, President Hichilema has long championed agriculture as a cornerstone of economic growth. His hands-on approach, including leading animal vaccination at his ranch, reflects his dedication to modernizing agriculture and encouraging youth and women to engage in profitable farming ventures. The upcoming auction only offers an opportunity for livestock farmers to access quality breeding stock, but also reinforces the administration vision of agriculture as a key driver of sustainable development and self-employment in Zambia. Dr. Musokotwane calls for AfDB to champion African-led solutions. Zambia's Finance Minister, Dr. Musokotwane, has urged the African Development Bank, AfDB, to drive African-led development by hastening local resources and solutions. Speaking at the 2025 AfDB Annual General Meeting in Abidjan, he called for investments in education, healthcare, and local value addition to boost employment and reduce dependency on external aids. Dr. Musokotwane emphasized the need for integrated financial system and urged the AfDB's new leadership to align with Africa's vision for self-driven, inclusive growth.
Greetings. The year 2025's theme of making Africa's capital work better for Africa's development not only resonates well with Zambia, but with the entire African continent. Africa is at a pivotal moment where it must begin to effectively mobilize financial, human, and natural resource capital to drive sustainable development. Africa must build resilient economies and ultimately reduce external dependency. The time has come for Africa to take ownership of our destiny and transform the living standards of our people. To achieve this, we must encourage processing of our natural resources within Africa. Local processing and value addition before exportation will create employment opportunities locally for our youths and reduce economic migration. We must therefore prioritize investment in local processing and value addition. We must also leverage regional integration and support the integration of our payment systems and the financial markets so that some of the needed resources can be mobilized from our capital markets. To improve Africa's human capital, we must commit to expanding access to quality education and improving health care. Education is a cross-generational equalizer because expanding access to education will give our young children opportunities to succeed, including those from vulnerable households. Improving access to health care, on the other hand, will lead to a healthier and more productive workforce in Africa. We can only compete with the rest of the world if we improve the productivity of our populations. The African Development Bank will be a strategic partner in our journey towards a future where Africa's capital is better harnessed for Africa's development. Therefore, as we look to the future and usher in a new leadership for the African Development Bank, the people of Africa have high expectations. The people of Africa expect that the new leadership at the bank will have the focus and vision to make transformational impact on their lives. The African Development Bank should therefore be at the forefront of transforming Africa, driven by African solutions, powered by African resources, and shared by all of Africa's people. I thank you.
Vice President Nalumango to attend Global Disaster Risk Reduction Summit in Geneva. Vice President Dr. W.K. Nalumango is set to represent Zambia at the 2025 Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction in Geneva, Switzerland, from June 2nd to June 6th, 2025. The summit themed Every Day Counts, Act for Resilience Today will convene global leaders to assess progress in the SEDI framework and strengthen disaster preparedness strategies. Dr. Nalumango participation underscores Zambia's commitment to resilience building and climate adaptation. While in Geneva, the Vice President will engage in high-level dialogues, share Zambia's experiences, and advocate for enhanced international cooperation in disaster risk reduction. The summit's outcomes are expected to inform Zambia's policies, reinforcing efforts to mitigate climate-related risks and promote sustainable development. Zambia Air Force enters retail business with supermarket and bakery launch. The Zambia Air Force ZAF has made a bold entry into the retail sector with the launch of a supermarket and a bakery at its Lusaka base. The initiative is part of the broader project aimed at establishing similar facilities across bases nationwide. Minister of Defense Ambrose Lufuma officially opens the Air Force supermarket, commending the ZAF command for its forward-thinking approach. Mr. Lufuma emphasizes that the investment aligns with the government's commitment to improving the welfare of Zambians. He also highlights ZAF's contributions to food security in response to President Hakainde Hichilema's call to action, noting that the Air Force has cultivated crops on farms in Chisamba, Mumbwa, Lufwanyama, and Mbala. We now take our first set of commercials. We have more news after this.
We are the dreamers reaching for the sky. At ICU, together we will rise. With knowledge and passion, we aim to achieve a future so bright, with more to believe. We're building tomorrow with hearts full of pride. Innovation, progress, we won't be denied. From Lusaka to the world, we stand tall and strong. ICU, this is where we belong. ICU, we're rising high, with education as our guide. Together we'll break every limit. ICU, the future's infinite. Knowledge, passion, strength combined. ICU, we're one of a kind. Onward we march with dreams so true. ICU, we believe in you.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. To continue with the news, in our local stories, government dismisses claims of presidential demand for visa refunds. The Zambian government has dismissed a false and misleading social media claims that President Hakainde Hichilema demanded visa-free refunds from the European Union and the United Kingdom for rejected applicants. Chief Government spokesperson Cornelius Mitwa clarified that no such demand was made by the President or any official, urging the public to rely on verified sources and avoid spreading misinformation that could damage Zambia's foreign relations.
Video and or audio, there is a statement which purports that the President for the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has issued statements and or taken a stand against the Western jurisdictions relating to refund of visa fees that have been paid. So, I wish to indicate that President Hakainde Hichilema did not demand visa refunds from the EU and the UK. Over the past several days, both continental mainstream and social media platforms have been inundated with reports alleging that His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema has demanded that the European Union and the United Kingdom refund visa application fees for all rejected Zambian applicants. These claims have gained particular traction on several international platforms. While we do appreciate that those sharing and endorsing these claims or assertions may be motivated by genuine concerns about the financial burden faced by visa applicants, the government of the Republic of Zambia wishes to categorically clarify that at no time has the head of state for Zambia, President Hakainde Hichilema, or any government official representative of the Zambian government made such a statement and or demand. We respectfully, therefore, urge the public to exercise caution and verify information through credible and official channels before treating it as fact. As government, we remain committed to upholding our diplomatic engagements with all our international partners in a spirit of mutual respect and cooperation in order to deepen our already warm and existing policies of good neighborliness.
Lusaka court sentences former Unzasu president to 8 months. The Lusaka Magistrate Court has sentenced former University of Zambia Students' Union Unzasu President Gabriel Banda to 8 months imprisonment with hard labor. He was found guilty of inciting violence and encouraging illegal acts during September 2023 riot sparked by the cancellation of student union elections. The riot, which caused property damage estimated over 11 million kwacha, saw students vandalize infrastructure along Great East Road. Testimony from former Unzasu President Chandra Chongo revealed that Banda used a specific term to provoke the unrest, and 40,000 kwacha was reportedly stolen from Chongo's room during the chaos. Despite a plea for lenience citing Banda's youth and remorse, the court wrote the sentence fitting due to the gravity of the offense. You are still watching ICU TV main news. We take a short break, and coming up next is international and sports news. Stay tuned.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road,
PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589, or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm.
IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. In international news, Trump's crypto push raises conflict of interest alarms. President Donald Trump's move to ease crypto regulations while backing his own digital coin, US dollar Trump, has drawn sharp criticism from ethics groups and political rivals. They warn that the move blurs the line between public service and personal profit, with the coin's surge in value potentially enriching Trump's family and opening doors for anonymous influence on presidential decisions.
All right, we're done. Perfect. The first transaction by a president on the Bitcoin protocol.
It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. Donald Trump is using the presidency of the United States to make himself richer through crypto. And he's doing it right out there in plain sight.
The office of President of the United States. Office of President of the United States. So help me God. President.
He called the Ponzi scheme, built on thin air, a vehicle for illicit conduct such as arms, drugs, and human trafficking. But then he pivoted with a coin through a company called World Liberty Financial. Much as we think that standard cryptocurrency is worthless, this particular coin was even worth less. Once you bought it, you couldn't sell it. So the money just went into Trump's pocket, and that's the end of it. What he claimed was that it bought you governance right, the right to help shape the next project of world liberty.
I don't know if I'm insulted or he did me a favor. We will embrace them, including making America the world capital for crypto and Bitcoin.
His promotion for the meme is a series of visuals of him rising from the podium after the assassination attempt and raising his hand and shouting, "Fight, fight, fight." The reason to buy that, he said, was to celebrate his leadership. Please buy this meme. It's a terrific way to celebrate me. So.
Still in international news, at least 14 killed in Israeli airstrike on Gaza's Khan. At least 14 Palestinians, including 6 children and 4 women, were killed in Israeli airstrikes on Khan Yunis in southern Ghana, according to Ghana health authorities. The attacks targeted eastern neighborhood following evacuation orders, leading to mass displacements towards the Al-Mawas area. The Nasser Medical Complex in Khan Yunis reported a severe shortage of blood units and urged locals to donate urgently. The Israeli military stated that the strikes aimed at Hamas targets, but the bombardment also hit tents sheltering displaced families, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis in the region. We take a short break. Stay tuned for more news in sports.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Welcome back. In sports news, Copper Queens to open WAFCON 2025 against hosts Morocco. The Zambia women's national team, the Copper Queens, will commence their 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON campaign on July 5th against hosts Morocco at Rabat's Olympic Stadium. Drawn into Group A, Zambia will subsequently face Senegal on 9th July and DR Congo on July 12th. Both matches set at El Bach Stadium in Mohammedia. Ahead of the tournament, the team is participating in a preparatory series in Pretoria, South Africa, featuring matches against Botswana on May 31st and South Africa on June 3rd. This WAFCON edition delayed to July 2025 due to scheduling conflicts with Paris 2024 Olympics marks a significant opportunity for Zambia to build upon their 2022 bronze medal achievement and their historic qualification for 2023 FIFA World Cup. That sports item brings us to the end of our main news today. But before we go, a quick recap on the top stories making headline. President Hichilema to auction over 3,000 quality bulls at Choma farm. Dr. Musokotwane calls for AfDB to champion African-led solutions. Lusaka court sentences former Unzasu president to 8 months. In international news, Trump's crypto push raises conflict of interest alarms. And in sports, Copper Queens to open WAFCON 2025 against hosts Morocco. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, stay glued to our Facebook page at ICU TV and our website at icutvzm.com.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.